Have you ever imagined standing amidst a vast valley of nothing but dry bones? A place where death had long claimed its victory, only for life to defy all odds and rise again? Listen closely, for this tale is unlike anything you've ever heard before. This is the story of Ezekiel's mind-bending vision that set the stage for an unforgettable revelation. In the heart of Babylonian exile, a time of despair and longing, there lived a prophet named Ezekiel. His life was marked by visions, but none so startling as the one he encountered on a solemn day of divine revelation. Guided by an unseen hand, Ezekiel found himself transported to a desolate valley, a place where silence reigned supreme. Everywhere he looked, the ground was covered with dry bones, scattered as far as the eye could see. These bones were the remnants of a forgotten people, stripped of purpose and hope. How did they come to find themselves in such a forsaken place? Ezekiel wondered. Therefore, his heart ached with the weight of the ages, yearning for answers amidst the silence. Then, in that stillness, a voice spoke to him. A voice so commanding it demanded attention and ignited a flicker of something long dormant. "Son of man," it said, "can these bones live?" A question that seemed absurd, yet profound. Ezekiel paused, sensing the profound nature rippling beneath those words. "O sovereign Lord, you alone know," he replied. "For who could comprehend the mysteries of life and death but the Creator himself?" The voice spoke again, instructing Ezekiel to prophesy over the bones, calling them to reassemble and take on flesh once more. Ezekiel watched in wonder as the bones began to rattle and join together, sinew knitting them into form, and flesh covering their once barren surfaces. This valley, a landscape of despair only moments before, was transforming into a scene of resurrection. But there was a catch. Though bodies of flesh had formed, they were still lifeless, spirits absent from the vessels they once inhabited. So, what hope, then, is a body without life breathed into it? But the voice urged Ezekiel further, commanding him to summon the breath from the four winds, declaring life into these unanimated forms. Thus, he did, and the breath entered them. A sight so stirring it was nothing short of miraculous. There, Ezekiel beheld a vast army standing before him, restored in form and soul. This vision was more than a display of divine power. It was a promise. God was showing his people that no matter how lifeless they might feel, scattered in exile and despair, they were not beyond the reach of his life's breath. Therefore, it was a message of renewal and hope, a testament to the relentless love of a creator who would stop at nothing to revive his people. Ezekiel carried this astounding vision back to his people, sharing the promise of restoration and the hope of a future brimming with divine possibility. And though they were exiled in a foreign land, stripped of their homeland and the reassurance it provided, this vision was a reminder that new life could arise from any grave, metaphorical or literal. In many ways, the Valley of Dry Bones is a story that echoes through the ages, speaking to every moment we find ourselves shattered or hopeless, feeling as though our potential is lost beneath layers of dust and resignation. However, every end can be reimagined as a beginning, be it through faith or fortitude. Ezekiel's vision is powerful not for the spectacle of reanimation, but for its enduring promise. That renewal is always within reach. Even when all seems lost and life feels as barren as a field of dry bones, we can hold on to the assurance that change, like the breath of the Almighty, can sweep through at any moment, bringing with it the promise of a new dawn. So what would you do if you found yourself in the Valley of Dry Bones? Would you stand still, overwhelmed by the hopelessness, or breathe life into the spaces longing for renewal? Remember Ezekiel's vision, for it whispers to us that life is ever regenerating, ever renewing, waiting for the moment we choose to believe in the impossible.